Hey, 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 hey. Well. Hello, everybody. Hello, I hope y'all are having yourselves a good... Ow. I hope y'all are having yourselves a good morning, day, night, evening, whatever. Hello. Whatever time zone y'all are in. For me, it is a pretty good morning so far, especially with the fact that we are playing some more Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Today, though, is going to be a little bit different because of the fact that we are going to be mainly playing a bit online, not necessarily the story mode, because we've already been through that, and I probably have replayed that story mode so many times that it's not even funny anymore. But yeah, that is what we are doing today. And yeah, forgive me if I'm just not... It's even like I'm focused. I'm not really. It's early in the morning. I woke up like over an hour ago, so it's like, what do you expect from me? What do you expect from me? You expect me to have a crisis when I wake up? Stupid. But no, seriously though. We should just mainly be focusing online for a bit, while also just checking a bunch of stuff from the gallery, because there's still a lot of stuff from all the other games that I kind of want to check out in this collection, because yes, we are playing the Marvel vs. Capcom collection. It's the only thing I have access to play these games with. And yeah, that's basically what's going on. But anywho, I believe with all that done, with all that said, let's move on to the game. But first, up here, as you see, I have a coffee and a Redbubble. So if you want to help support your boy in any sort of way, head over to my Redbubble to pick up some stickers. If you want to support me in another financial way, well, I can also help support you a little bit. Head over to my coffee, which you can commission me to do some art for you if you wish. Yeah, I do regular art pieces, and I also have Twitch emotes. So if you want to, if you want me to help commission. If you want to commission me to help you make either some emotes or some art pieces for you, feel free to head over to my coffee. They're all linked in my about section, so yeah, you can definitely tell me about that. But yeah, anywho, I believe with that said and done, let's move over to the game now, Shantoy. What flavor coffee? Milk coffee with a slight lemon zest to it. But it's ever so slight that you can't really notice it much. Alright, but anywho. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. Like, yeah! Alright, so as I said, we're just going to mainly be playing some online for a bit while also checking out the gallery, because I want to check out what other art was made for a bunch of the other games, because it's been a minute since I last checked. Museum stand by, I wish to see the gala. Alright, let's actually start with the first game that they ever worked on with each other, between Capcom and Marvel, which is The Punisher. It's been a minute since I actually seen anything involved with the Punisher here, so this is the wrong button. This is gonna be interesting. Shit, fuck. Yeah, that's how you zoom. Zoom out, zoom in, zoom out, zoom in, zoom out, zoom in. Yeah, I'll say it definitely looks very cool. Who is he? Who? You thinking about it? Who was the original artist for? Who was the original artist for Punisher? Actually, hold on. Let me look that up real quick. Hold up. Punisher, yeah. I know it's not the best source, but I need the wiki. Who is the artist? Haruki Setsugo? I think that's how you pronounce his name. Apologies if I mispronounce it. Eri Nakamura. Haruki no Minobi? Dang words that are hard to pronounce when you're when you're an idiotic American like me. Punisher had a Genesis version? The huh? That was unbeknownst to me. Kidding. Say Marge's on an actual poster. I would presume a comic cover or cover potentially for like the Genesis. Say your prayers. Bro, the amount of effort put into all these projects is always so fucking cool. I know by looking at this, people are just gonna be like, who the fuck would watch something that is over the guy just looking at some artwork? Believe me, I know that there's definitely a handful of people out there. Just that I want to look at this just because I'm in awe with everything. Punisher's just a reskin of Superman changed my mind. I want to say that you're definitely wrong, but now that you say that, whether it's right or wrong, I actually want to believe that myself now. The Punisher's just a reskin of Superman. Fuck. I like out of the many things I expected, that was definitely not on my list to see this morning. Ah, the English version, alright. Frank Castle, Marine. Oh, excuse me. Frank Castle, Marine captain, a Vietnam veteran. One day on leave, he went on a picnic in Central Park with his wife and two kids. Superman's anti-hero alter ego. Basically, tragedy lay in wait for the castles. They witnessed a gangland murder and were killed for what they saw. Only Frank didn't die. He survived, reborn as the Punisher, a vengeful warrior waging a bloody one-man war on crime. Dying. Because he saw his wife and child die, which is fair, but his son's wearing a Spider-Man shirt. That's funny. But also kind of makes sense for one of his one of his quotes towards Spider-Man's when you kill Spider-Man in Rivals. It's a little funny, I'm not going to lie. They killed son off because wrong hero merge. Well, I mean, to be fair, around that time the Punisher had yet to exist, so... You really blame his son? I forgot about this one guy that is literally just his bottom torso is just a tank. Marvel had always had a lot of crazy characters in the comic books, huh? I'm glad that they're bringing like a lot. They're trying to bring a lot of that back and reintroduce younger audiences to those characters. You know, honestly, I do hope that they bring this guy back just because I think it would be funny. Like, imagine like any one of the superheroes from Marvel just taking on a guy with the bottom half torso of it that is a tank. You know what I mean? That would be hilarious. Also, this early design for Nick Fury. Damn. Boy, you got a chin chisel like a Giga Chad, bro. All these other heroes. Oh, man. I think if I'm correct, this is yeah, Bone Breaker. I just saw like the name on the bottom there. Like, you see that? Hold on. You see that? You see that? You see that? You see that? Guardroid. Oh, so there was this guy, Bushwhacker. The fact that he was like, no joke, this was like a character that they actually considered to bring in, like, I think the She-Hulk series. But then they were just like, no, that wouldn't make much sense, would it? So they just, fuck, I did not mean to do that. So they decided to scrap the idea and go with like whatever they had in the show. I have yet to see it. I know some people they're probably thinking, don't, it's not worth it. I don't care. I need to get caught up on my Marvel lore. T-Man, imagine living a life as your arm with your arm as a loofah. Dude, I hate to tell you, but that honestly, my mind, I thought that was more of just like a very, very intricate and weirdly designed plug of some sort. If you get it, you get it. And then there's the design for the Kingpin. Holy. It's just like, what's the most generic look for an American that we can go for? He's got a clean up crime with the thing is that man's right there. That is definitely more of a villain. He ain't a crime fighter. He's a crime commencer. Oh damn, that look for the Kingpin is pretty nice. I like the shading with the markers too. This is really cool. All the different looks between all the different characters in the game. Also, I would still like to point out that the ninjas in this game are fucking crazy, dude. Like, they walk and crawl around in this game like fucking spiders, and it's fucking weird. Not just weird, but definitely very crazy. And every time whenever I see it or think about that, I'm just like, please. Can you do that around me, please? And this is like the level where it's in the midst of the bank heist. Mommy, please. I mean, when it comes to the ninjas, you're not wrong. And there's the bus level. Level of finding, well, the stage 2 level of trying to find the main target after scuba diving into a fucking pool. Which is hilarious. This got deep dived into the pipes so that way he could get into the pool and then you find a way into the house. As usual, hilarious. And there was this level. I forgot about this level. Let me get stage 3, then stage 5. Where's stage 4? Stage 8, the hell? Did I stroke yet, or are we missing stage 4? I know that this is stage 1. Yeah, they don't have stage 4. They forgot to put it the design stuff for stage 4. Where's stage 4? That's it? Where's stage 4? What can you do? Anyway, X-Men: Children of the Atom. The second game between in collaboration between Capcom and Marvel. And boy, oh boy, can I just say, this artwork right here, fucking phenomenal. Phenomenal. Like, look at the way that Wolverine has just crashed down and his hands clawed out with his claws, just sticking out too. Boy, it's just... That goes art. Yes, it do. Yes, it do. Also, because my mind kind of semi-immediately went there, I like how they decided to give the fact that Storm is falling down... give the idea of Storm falling down very fast because of A, her cloak, B, her hair, and C, her, what I could describe as her D. Her double D. By the way, though, this art does look very, very, very nice. Wolverine taking it intense. Yeah, that's... Yeah, look at that man's face. Look at that man's face right there. That is the face that says, "I need a shit right now, Bob. And you're looking like a good toilet." I haven't gone in weeks. I need to use the bathroom, and right now, you're looking like a very good toilet right here, bub. Talk about hitting different. Actually, knowing that he's Canadian, Tim Hortons be definitely hitting a little different. Damn. I would assume a promotional poster. Never had Tim Hortons. I funny enough actually have had it before, because I will say I live in a part of the US that is just near the border of Canada, and there actually are some Tim Hortons in America just because of the fact that we're close to the border of Canada. They're slowly invading. They're giving us a taste of what they're like. Oh yeah, and I actually forgot about like the other characters in here. Yeah, there was a silver samurai, the one chick who was also samurai, but I can't remember her name. Hey, fresh maple syrup, straight from the tap. By that I mean the tree. I like how in this poster Wolverine is just like technically off of the poster and just hanging out with everybody else in the background and all this other design. Kind of funny. Ah, the American version. Okay, there we go. Spiral, that's her name. Okay. Yeah, imagine. Hold on, real quick. This chick right here, right in the middle of the screen. Imagine if she was just like in some modern Marvel games, you know? Like, I'm not even specifically talking about Rivals here, but I mean, like, just imagine if you saw her a lot more in some forms of media. Because I don't think we've ever seen her at least much in terms of like Marvel media, at least nowadays. It would be crazy. But imagine if she did decide to stop in as like a character in Rivals. How many people do you think would be playing her, and what would her class be? Hold on one second. Let me do one little thing real quick on the side here. I had to do a small thing. We're good. Even the Silver Samurai. Imagine having the Silver Samurai in Rivals. Even Omega Red and one of the Sentinels. What about Iceman? We already got like some ice characters or ice related characters. Why not, right? The more the merrier. Even Colossus. It'd be obvious with Colossus what you could do with him. Even Cyclops. Like in terms of the X-Men over here on this side, literally half of all the characters on here are in Rivals. We have Wolverine, Psylocke, and Storm, but we do not have Cyclops, Iceman, or Colossus. They have the opportunity to do it, so why not do it, right? Guys, they got like a shit ton of characters that they could add in at any time they want. It's like, why not? And also the designs for Juggernaut and Magneto too, I will say. Very nice. Imagine getting Juggernaut in Rivals though too. Damn! Now, that is a piece of artwork that just screams classic video game promotional shit. In the best of ways too, like look at that. Wolverine is mad at you, and you specifically. What did you do? You're about to find out. He's got like a shading technique on him like Venom. Like classic comic book Venom. The blue and the red on like side to side. That's kind of crazy. I like it though. It's very nice. Really has an extra volume. Also fucking Storm. Look at fucking Storm, dude. He's running to yes, exactly. Storm though, what happened with you, girl? Holy. Your face looks a bit off, and also you seem to have a 13 head on you. I like how with the hair you can tell that it's just like simple brush strokes just to make it look like it's hair. It's kind of funny. You don't notice it until you start looking a little closer. Also, I do like how the picture actually has like how like on the picture you can see like that little printing effect that it has, where just like, if I'm correct on how a printer from back in the day had to work, it had to sanction how it does on like TVs, where it's like blue, red, or at least just like the usual printing colors of like, I think it's pink, blue, and yellow. And it has a sanction. Oh hey, what's up, Reaper? And it's like, nothing much. I'm just kind of like gawking at Marvel art at the moment.
I can see that.
Yeah. I've been sitting here waiting for a bit just for like a match to come up, and I've just like got nothing yet.
Yeah.
It is what it is though.
Apparently a tornado touched down in my area last night.
Oh really?
I was like, oh, so that's why the power went out at fucking 4 in the morning. Of course, my body said, hey, wake the fuck up, there's something going on. Right when the power goes the fuck out, like, you gotta be shitting me.
Your body was just like, oh, a problem, alert, 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 something's the issue.
Exactly. I'm like, you gotta be shitting me. So I've been up since 3-4 o'clock this morning. And I'm tired.
I can only imagine the pain there, buddy. I've only been up since like 9 o'clock, not 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock. And you can tell because I am still having trouble trying to even decipher where the fuck my mind is right now. I see why there's not really many people hopping on at the moment, because there's not really that many players. I just checked, there's like 37 people on right now.
On MVC2?
Alright, well, on the collection. Which is what I'm playing right now. Guess if that's the case, I gotta search in a different way. A lot of them are probably unranked. I hate to say it, so here we go.
You gonna go play ranked or something?
I'm gonna probably have to, depending on how fast this goes. But yeah, I was just like gawking over the artwork just because, like, I mean, if you see on stream right now, look at the poster that I was just looking at a minute ago. Oh, hey, Cerebot Bandage bot in the chat. Thank you, Cerebot. Like, that artwork is just menacing. Fuck, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to zoom in. Shit. There we go. Yeah, just like look at that angry Wolverine face. Mance knows what you did and he's not happy. I also like how in this art piece that they actually like gave him fangs too. Because I'm pretty sure in the comic book he's supposed to have fangs, right? Just to like show how feral he actually is. Which, if that's the case, that is funny. Man, and even the classic sort of comic book style art around here as well with these other posters. Also, do you actually recognize any of the characters that you see like on this screen here? Like specifically on the right side.
Silver Samurai is one of well, technically Silver Samurai. I've never seen him in comic, but I've seen it in the one Wolverine movie. But apparently there's more than just one Silver Samurai. There's multiple Silver Samurais apparently. Sentinels are like, mutant hunters. X-Men Future Past. Yeah, they're giant fucking robots that are mutant hunters. I don't know about Omega Red or Spiral specifically.
I know nothing about either of them as well. The only thing I know about Spiral that is obvious to tell is that she has 6 arms. And and again, I don't know anything about Omega Red, except apparently if you look at the bottom there, he happens to have like a bunch of whips that he could just summon out of his body. Which, crazy. But imagine seeing these characters specifically in Rivals. How crazy would that be?
A fucking enemy with not 3, fucking
6
attacks. Because of the 6 different arms. Just fucking a 6 round first attack or some shit.
You had to cycle through the different types, and each type is just a different stance because she does use swords. Yeah, I'm actually getting a closer look, and I see like on some arms she just has katanas, and then the front too she just has like these little, I forgot what they are, but it's like the smaller sort of katana styled swords.
There's katanas, wakashi, and tanto.
Each arm has like one of those swords on the left and right side.
So from biggest to smallest, it's katana, wakashi, and tanto.
You imagine a character with all those, all three of those swords with two of each, for each hand.
Sorry about my sword nerding going out of popping out of nowhere.
No, you're good. Came in handy.
I am stuck inside of this fucking car.
Also, I'd like to point out, you can tell that all these are very much obviously scanned and put into the game, because this one has like a bunch of fold crinkles. Which I do think is pretty cool, just to like find, because from what I've actually heard and from what I have read around the time when this game came out, it was on Twitter, and some of the guys at Capcom just found like a bunch of this old stuff in like the old files, and decided to scan it and just keep it for like proper safekeeping instead of just keeping it in like a bunch of old files. I mean, they still have like the physical variants because you don't want to get rid of those, you know. That's a part of history right there.
It could also be sold for capital as well, if they ever end up getting into some kind of money troubles.
Yeah, but honestly, I kind of doubt it, because right now Capcom kind of popping off.
Fair.
Like, they're doing good with Street Fighter 6. The collections so far, as far as I know, are going to be getting them a shit ton of money. And the fact that they also have a bunch of other games that are going to be coming out within the next coming years is also something else. Like, do you remember, like, in the Game Awards, they announced the Okami sequel and Onimusha?
I knew about the Okami sequel, but the fuck is Onimusha?
From what I can tell, back in the day, it was a samurai-esque sort of Resident Evil. But as far as I know, with the new one, they might attempt to go for a Capcom Souls-like. But I am unsure of that right now, because there's obviously not much information outside of what they had shown from the Game Awards.
That sounds interesting.
Yeah, as far as I know, and as far as it looks, that's what they might be going for. But yeah, if you ever want to look into it for like the old Onimusha games, that's basically what they were. They were just literally Resident Evil, but samurai. Okay, that's kind of funny there. I would just look. As I said, I'm looking at a lot of the art, and they're actually using a panel from a comic book as like a format of reference for what they could do for the fight screen. That's actually funny, and also, not gonna lie, a little clever. That is a little clever. They just straight up stole like a piece of work just for purposes of reference. It's funny. I have no idea what any of this writing says, but I can already tell that this is something involved with the Juggernaut. Or is that supposed to be Omega Red? Oh no, that's the Juggernaut right there. And then there's Magneto on the right. Oh, and the sprite animations for all the characters too. And you can tell that it kind of printed out rough. You can see, like, I think it's supposed to be Storm. You can see Storm in this drawing just slowly but surely starting to glitch off of the paper. From what I could tell, I think it's obviously supposed to be Storm, but it's still kind of a little funny. On this, sprite and animation work for Wolverine as well. You know, you kind of gotta realize that and appreciate the fact that this is kind of like the work that goes into like making a lot of games, especially from back in the day, dude. The fact that people gotta like draw all this stuff out day by day just to get an idea of what the game should look like or what characters in games should look like. It is fucking amazing. Man, even the Sentinels, I forget the fact that like the Sentinels were like as crazy as they were. Like, not even kidding. I think from what I have heard, the Sentinels in the Marvel fighting games from Capcom were always like the most overpowered characters that you could come across. Just because of how
as well.
Yeah, just because of how stupid they are. I also find it funny for this collection specifically, they actually made like a lot of unplayable characters playable. And I'm not gonna lie, I did try playing Juggernaut in Children of the Atom, which is the game I'm looking at art for right now. He is extremely clunky. And I'm not saying because of the fact that he's like big and slow. No, he has barely any attacks. He is built to be a boss character and a boss character only. And they decided to make him playable in this version of the game, which is kind of funny. And Cyclops having the beginning animation where he's taking off a jacket. That's sick. Story sequences and other stuff involving Wolverine. And the power attacks of Iceman too, where he has a giant ice meteor just coming down. Spiral over here with all of her stuff. Silver Samurai. By the way, real quick, you want to know a little fun fact I actually found out about this game?
What?
So apparently, when they were making it, and they were like, obviously having a lot of issues communicating properly back and forth, because obviously the internet barely even existed. So they didn't have like many good formats of like properly communicating with each other.
Yeah.
Around the time when they were making the game and doing voices for the characters, because of the fact that Capcom was making it, and Capcom is a Japanese company, they hired a bunch of voice actors who knew English, but they had Japanese accents on them.
Oh, okay.
And when they sent that to Marvel, they were just like, no, we can't accept this.
No.
The characters don't sound anything like this. The only character that they did accept was the Silver Samurai, because I mean, like, I hate to say, but that does make a better sense.
Yeah.
And you want to know what they ended up doing?
What?
They ended up reaching out to a rep over at Marvel, asking, what can we do to fix this? And it was just like, I don't know, I'll probably make a few calls, see what I can do. He ended up calling a production house in Canada, and that production house happened to also be the place where they had the voice actors for the original 90s X-Men show.
Oh shit, okay.
So he got in contact with them, was just like, hey, any chance that we can get any chance you can help us get like some English voice actors for some Marvel characters? And he was like, I mean, yeah, we got a couple actors. We even have the cartoon actors. If that's something that might suit you. And they were just like, oh yeah, like how much will it be to get there? And he was just like, and they said, I mean, it's going to be a bit expensive. It's going to be like 5,000 Canadian. It was just like, wait, 5,000 Canadian just for that? Let me call the guys and get ready.
That's not that much in USD.
Yeah, I mean, in USD, that's not much at all. So it's just like, it makes sense to go for that while you can.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like, production value for that is like 5,000 Canadian. You just to like, not only get like the voicing, but also just to get there too. It's just like, well, obviously, we'll make the flight. We'll make the flight tomorrow. Yeah, so he just ended up calling the guys at Capcom and it's just like, you boys better pack your bags because we're going to Canada. And ended up getting
I hope you like maple syrup.
Oh hey, I actually got a challenger now. All right. Yeah, time to focus the fuck up. Yeah.
Oh no,
well, I was
looking on challenge.
Yeah.
I thought you meant like a challenge, like an achievement or something.
Nope. I wonder how he's gonna react with the team that I have.
What, your weird ass team? Yeah.
Yeah. My team is Venom, Gambit, and Felicia. Oh boy, yeah, he a fucking tryhard.
Just comp or normal?
Comp.
So yeah, tryhards are just going be everywhere for comp. I like how you're playing a shuffle game and I'm over here playing a tycoon game that's cutting down trees in Roblox.
Oh, what the fuck? Shit.
We switched realities today.
Yeah.
Instead of me being the one screaming and shit.
I ain't gonna be able to get out of this. Yeah, I should have expected that. Went into a comp match thinking I might be able to make it out alive. Nope.
It just absolutely don't.
Yeah, especially with the fact that he's in-game rank Grandmaster.
Ah, shit. Okay.
I shouldn't have expected that, but I mean, hey, here we are. Are there any like lobbies that I could actually possibly join in on? Could not find a session to join. All right, well that's just nice. Yeah, I'm just gonna go back with regular casual as I look through the museum. But yeah, as I was saying with like all the voice actors, it was just, I kind of find it funny that like they were given the offer of like 5,000 Canadian just to like get all the voice actors together and have them all collide together for this one little project that just seemed to be fun at the time, because that's what it was. It was just like Capcom, both Capcom and Marvel were a little bit in the dirt when it came to money in the business, so they just ended up literally going towards each other and just like, hey, we have this idea, what do you guys think about it? And Marvel was just like, yeah, you know what, that could work, but it feels a bit risky, but it could work. Let's go with it. And that started with the idea of the Punisher. That was their first ever like collaboration, and then Capcom went to Marvel and was just like, what if we made an X-Men fighting game? And they were like, you know what? That could also be something, and that in of itself had a lot of issues. And I do mean a lot of issues. Hence the fact that I just told the story of like the voice actors, and then there's also like a shit ton of other problems kind of going along with that too. I forgot the exact amount of stuff that happened between Marvel and Capcom during the creation of X-Men Children of the Atom, but I do know that that was kind of like one big problem, baby, in the gaming industry. That's the only way I can describe it, as a problem, baby. There was a lot of effort put into creating this thing.
And it just bombed.
No, it didn't bomb, actually.
Oh.
It was a problem, baby, in the sense of development.
Ah, okay.
It was a bitch to develop, but damn it, it was worth it in the end. Imagine if they did stick with like the Japanese voice actors with like English accents.
I mean, they could keep that in the Japanese version, or they could make it to where you could switch the voices. Yeah,
that would make a lot of sense, but at the same time, it was just like, it was Marvel, and they wanted to reach. Yeah. They also at the time wanted to reach more of an American audience, Capcom.
I meant like with the when they did the bundle or whatever, the collection, they could have brought the old voice, the Japanese Americanized voices as extra shit.
I know what you mean by that, but it was just like at the time Capcom just really wanted to actually try going for like actual US media, so they wanted to make it feel like authentic as possible, which is why they have a lot of people trying to speak English for their characters. And when they got back with that to Marvel, that Marvel was just like no at first, and then they got the actual voice actors, and no joke, if I remember correctly, they managed to do all that about like 2 weeks before launch.
Damn.
So they managed to get all the voice actors together, get all the voice lines they needed, get it all into the game just in the nick of time before the game had to launch to the public. Talk about a short development window, huh?
Yeah, no kidding.
There's a shit for Sentinel. I forgot that Sentinel's like flight ability is so fucking crazy in this game. He's got literally jet thrusters in his thighs, on where his kneecap should be, and on his back, and even on his chest. He's got thrusters everywhere, bro, and it barely even makes any sense. On the extension punch too, the rocket extending punch. And then Juggernaut's like uppercut animation. I like how they actually just have like a little sign in the middle, like a fucking like an actual little automatopoeia saying 2 hit, and it's just like 2 different arrows pointing at like where the point of contact is for the hits. It's kind of funny. On the hangar where the X-Jet is, or whatever it is. Man, the original designs that they were trying to go for with Cyclops 2, holy. Cyclops in this game has like I guess a helmet, quote unquote, or mask, whichever one works with you, that like in the actual game has like his hair exposed. There's an early version where it's just like skin tight all around the head. Not exposing the hair at all. Alright, actual game, here we go. Wait, hold on, is this the same dude?
And casual? Did you set up casual that?
Yes, I did. Oh, and this is the Japanese version too.
Do switch to casual just to chase your ass down.
Brother. And he's got the same characters, except he swapped out one Akuma with that cactus dude in this game.
Oh, so this new hero, right?
So what?
I'm just speaking out my ass. I don't know what I'm talking about. Hold up.
Shit. Yeesh. Fucking hell. I'm gonna see if I can try swapping around the servers a bit. Maybe I could actually get like a better connection.
Sure, blame it on the connection. I'm kidding.
Well, not necessarily the connection internet-wise. I mean connection to a player that treats it like casual.
Ah.
Maybe it might be some of the options. Network, microphone.
Oh God.
Well, connection-wise, I could just make it look for one that's stronger. All right, whatever. Maybe I gotta do it as I pick my shit. Well, then again, also maybe other people will be playing like a bunch of the other games besides just mvc2. You know what? Fuck it, cross region. Let's go. All right, back to the museum.
Once you get jumped by a Japanese guy, and you just get your shit wrecked almost immediately again.
Most likely. I hate to say it, but that's most likely. Also, I like the simple artistic things that they do just to like color the characters in this concept art. Like in this, you can see like the line art for Cyclops just on the left here, and then an actual full colored Cyclops on the right. And you can tell that's the same line art, they just reprinted it. Except they just literally decided to color them in, and it's literally just simple, like, colored pencil scratches. They just did it in area. They just deepened certain areas where the light would probably be not hitting at all. Simple but effective. I like it. Yeah, then
I like it, Picasso.
Yeah, I like it, Picasso. And then the different designs for like the different stages as well. Like no joke, I think this is supposed to be. This one is supposed to be like a singular state. I think this is supposed to be like the danger room, if I am correct, because it's like the same. It's like the same area but with different environments, which is what the danger room is supposed to like.
Probably the danger room, yeah.
Yeah, which is what the danger room is supposed
simulation.
to. Yeah, simulation sort of deal. And then we actually got like the Blackbird, which is what it was. I thought it was the X-Jet, but no, it's the Blackbird. And then a beach stage. I forgot about that one. Oh wow. I don't know what this is supposed to be, but I think from what I can tell, it's supposed to be a morbid representation of MODOK. Either that or something completely different. On just a traditional Japanese stage as well. Nice.
Yeah, it looks like MODOK.
I would like to assume that, but I might be definitely very wrong.
Looks like they demonize his ass, like they turn him into like a Japanese demon.
Yeah. I also do like, another fun fact about this game, this is like the first, game where Capcom had just decided to up the ante with their fighting games and make this one a, I forgot the term, but it was like, I think, a scroll fighter, which is I might have the wrong term, but it's basically like a fighting game that allows you to punch enemies up so high that you can like scroll up the screen a bit. Meaning they had to like design the stages to be like bigger than they usually are. Like their attacks are so, just to give the idea of like their attacks are so powerful, the characters go off the screen, technically. And Magneto's throne room in space. It seems pretty fitting for a man like him. Or it might just be in general, just a space station. Because there are multiple different varied looks. Which I'm not gonna lie, all do look pretty cool. Alright. Now for the game that came after that, Marvel Superheroes. Which, gotta say, for this one in particular, is very neat. It's a bit, this art, while it does look cool, is also just, in my opinion, just a very small touch weird. Just because of the way that it's designed. Like, you get all these characters, obviously, like on the bottom half of the picture, but then there's nothing on the top half. It's like, is that supposed to be in placement for the logo? Which, if that's the case, I'll shut up now, but at the same time, it's just like, what is supposed to be there? Because it feels like that. I'm not gonna lie, well, again, this looks good. This artwork just feels unfinished. It just has that small feeling of like, is this finished? Yeah, but it's whatever. This one is actually kind of neat too. I don't like how the characters are designed in the background. Like Captain is for the most part pretty normal, but then you look at the face of Hulk, the Spider-Man in between Wolverine and Captain America's crush. And even then Wolverine as well, with how he looks there. Like Wolverine just looks more twisted than he actually does. Like look at that fucking face. He's so funny looking. Oh, fuck. And also, what's going on with his claws? What is even happening with the Wolverine there? It's kind of hard to even tell. And then the face on Hulk. His teeth are mangled to shit, dude.
Is that a Psylocke in the bottom right?
Yes, it is.
They gave her some assets.
You ain't wrong. But it's just like it's funny just looking at all the characters and how janky they look, even though this is supposed to be like a proof of concept. How much you want to bet the person that was drawing this also had a good laugh drawing it? It's so funny. Of course, some promotional stuff that has the classic comic book art style. Neat. I like how in the game Hulk has his usual getup of just like just a short pants with a belt on it, but in the promotional stuff he has like a torn up shirt as well. Even though he does not have a torn up shirt in the game at all. Oh, and I forgot that the final bosses were Thanos and Doctor Doom. He's very crazy. And of course, being like old-fashioned Marvel, you got Spider-Man just being on the forefront of a lot of the promotional stuff. Like in terms of it, he, for the most part, is the only character that is just like exposed throughout a lot of part of this one promotional picture. Like his legs aren't cut off by any of the black lines, except for Wolverine and Iron Man. But even then, their arms are sticking out. Same with Magneto. He's the only. Well, okay, I was a little wrong, but he was actually no. He technically is the only body with his entire. He's the only person with his entire body just exposed in this one part of artwork. Just like everything, like every other character, just has like portions of their body hidden behind like some of the information that is needed for each character. He's just like his arms and legs are just out of the box. That's kind of a little cute. It's just on these pictures it just says Spider-Man, real name Peter Parker. Imagine that's the way you get exposed as a superhero. That'd be kind of funny. On concept for the intro. In Spider-Man's introduction to the fight, he just a classic hang upside down and just like falls down, gets into position for fighting. You know, I gotta say, I find it funny that in every interpretation that I have seen from Japan for Spider-Man, his legs are always so exaggerated. Like his legs look fucking beefy. Like, man got some fucking calf muscles on him, like, holy. Man's like Popeye, but with his legs instead of his arms.
I mean, he needs them leg muscles to jump around like he does half the damn time, though.
I mean, yeah, fair. But at the same time, it's just kind of funny just to see, like, the over-exaggeration of his legs just, like, taken to, like, over 100%. Kind of funny. Also, can I just say how funny this little drawing is? Iron Man with a full-fledged jetpack. It's kind of funny. Considering the fact of what Iron Man is supposed to be, you know?
Yeah, fair.
Like, man's suit of armor is the jetpack. He doesn't need a jetpack. Yeah, and I actually forgot. I think this was also a game where they had like the concept of Infinity Stones also being like a concept of fighting as well. Either that or it might have been Marvel Superheroes versus Street Fighter. Either way, kind of funny. Also, the way that the
in comics, they're known as the Infinity Gems, but then I think they reworded it to stones later.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. In this game, it also is referred to as Infinity Gems as well. But yeah, that's kind of like how it was back then with the comic books, but then they just rewrote it to like stones, as said. But yeah, I would definitely just like to look at the way that Hulk looks like in here. He looks like an average Joe that just happens to be very muscular. I would say he definitely got a bodybuilder type on him, but dude, I don't know any other bodybuilder that whose proportions throughout the entire arm stay the same. Like, man's arms are literally just a full-fledged rectangle. Same practically goes with his legs. His entire body is just a square with rectangle arms and legs. His arms stay the same size the entire way.
Yeah, fuck off, kid.
The fact that he also has a move where he can pick up the ground and throw it towards you. The many writings of what I assume are just like how they're going to interpret the characters in this game. And I do like with this collection, as I said earlier, they made like a lot of the characters that weren't previously playable in the older variations of the game actually playable in this collection. Like, I'm pretty sure in the original you could not play as Doctor Doom or Thanos. And you know, funny thing, this is also, actually no, I'm completely wrong. In X-Men Children of the Atom, there was actually the first sign of like a potential Marvel versus Capcom sort of thing, because there's like a little hidden thing in the original and they made it available so that way you could play him in this collection. But in X-Men Children of the Atoms, there's a hidden character that you can play as, and it's Akuma from Street Fighter. Yeah, and there is also a hidden boss in Marvel Superheroes, and that is Anita from Darkstalkers, who's the little girl that is accompanied by that one big dude with the sword that I think is alive. I can't fully remember his name, but she's like a boss in Marvel Superheroes, and you can play her now in this version of the game. Which, from what I hear, she's also a very overpowered character. Like, I think she literally that has one move that is just kill.
She has a move that's just basically power word kill.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, seeing this lineup of Captain America kind of threw me off a little bit. I was just like, wait, hold on, where's the shoulder? Because of the way that he's looking, I was just like, oh, so that's so his shoulder's probably shit. Wait, no, that's his logo right over there on his shoulder. What the fuck? What am I looking at? I got confused for a hot second when I saw this. This liner for Wolverine. Holy. I'm not gonna lie, I would love to have that as a poster. Just this line art of Wolverine just alone. That is some sick shit. And I'm not that big of a Wolverine fan, but goddamn. Holy fuck, Spider-Man looks scrawny as shit here. Man's literally looks like a twig.
I'm a dip. A friend of mine just invited me to a party. I'll talk to you later, man.
Yeah, alright, you have a good one then, my mains.
You too.
Yeah. Mains is literally out here looking like a goddamn stick. Hulk, put on a shirt. You're exposing yourself a little too much there, bud. Damn. Iron Man though, holy. That is awesome. Psylocke as well. And then Blackheart. Which, can I just say, real fast, the fact that Blackheart got fucked over so badly and like everything as of late in terms of being a character, like, if you ask me, this shit looks fucking sick. He looks awesome. And yet he got screwed over in the original Ghost Rider movie so badly, and it's like, bro, what the fuck are you doing? Marvel, what are you doing? And even if it wasn't Marvel, the people that made the movie, what are you doing? What the hell is happening here? And then Shumagorath looking like his ugly ass alien self or whatever he is. Some interdimensional being of some kind. Juggernaut as well. Magneto. Why the fuck he look pretty? The man should not look pretty. He's an old dude. Doctor Doom. Looking as sick as ever. Thanos too. The early art of Thanos is kind of crazy in comparison to how he looks now. Also, I just like how it's literally just the head and the gauntlet. I know that those lines are there to interpretate his armor, but goddamn, there's barely any detail. It's just literally a head and gauntlet. Oh, the sketch work for the characters, nice. Dude, imagine if we got like a maskless version of Wolverine for these games. That would actually be like, that would be awesome as hell. I would be wearing that skin for Wolverine all the time if I were playing him. If I were playing him. On the Sentinels, I presume. Oh no, that's Doom. I thought that was a Sentinel. It looked very much like a Sentinel. And the differences between the front and the back. It's funny. Had a little fun with the drawing, sir. I see, Capcom. I see you. I would definitely try to read a lot of this stuff out, but I don't know Japanese, sadly. Otherwise, I'd be reading this to hell and back. Alright, did we got the same guy or somebody different? Oh, we got a different guy, alright. Peepers Creepers. Alright, let's see how this goes. Will this be good or will this be bad? We won't know until we get there. I wonder if he's gonna go with the funny. What's he going for? I'd like to make an assumption that he doesn't know how to play this game, but I don't want to make that assumption right off the gate and just be like, okay, this is gonna be an easy win. Oh boy. Yeah, no, he definitely knows how to play. Shit. I was blocking, what? Shit. Fuck. Yeah. I did not want to jinx myself with that one, knowing that I was definitely going to probably lose. Alright, why not? Let's go for a rematch. Let's do this. Fuck it, rematch. Alright, here we go, folks. Round 2. The battle for survival begins. Fuck. Fuck, I thought... Fuck. Oh, what? No fucking way. Fuck. That was cheap as shit, though. And it was like, gammatize, 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 gammatize. Oh, fuck, I didn't mean to do that shit. Damn. Alright, well, what can you do? Alright, now, where was I? I was actually not that far. And then the look for the different stages. Yeah, people always forget the fact that this is like a bunch of the work that kind of like goes into making a game. The fact that we're getting close to an era where like doing this might be a thing in the past kind of just frightens and scares me a little bit. I'm not gonna lie with you. I do hope that that will not be the case and people will still stick with having hand-drawn stuff, because having hand-drawn stuff is more of a way of the future than anything, if you ask me. I think it's better because you get that one touch that you can't get from a robot, and that is the human touch, you know? Having a human touch is always nice, especially for artwork, because unless people that look at this stuff know, like, you care. Why, for me, I never plan on using any sort of like AI personally. Maybe for references, but other than that, no. And I say references for terms of just like wanting to get an idea of what I wish to draw, you know. Afterwards, that shit would probably get deleted. Hold on, what? Where is this man's? What's this guy's name again? Isn't it supposed to be like Apocalypse or some shit? I think it's supposed to be. I can't remember. On the different suits for Chun. Yeah, I forgot that when it comes to the MVC universe, all the Street Fighter characters are based off of Street Fighter Alpha, which I do kind of find pretty neat. Akuma, you get there, buddy? It's like, I need to get my suntan now. Oh man, this art is crazy, dude. This art just goes so hard. Like, look. You looking? I don't think you're looking. Look at it. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. I wish I could zoom in more. Look at that. What the hell is this promotional work? New York, oh my fuck, the references for New York. It's got King Kong. I can see the Ghostbusters, Pillsbury Doughboy or whatever the fuck it is. And then you got Lady Liberty just looking at the camera too with a secret little smug smile. And then the different things going on with the X-Men and Street Fighter characters too. That's crazy, man. Hot. What do we got now, huh? Nah. I know it's definitely gonna go one way or another, so I think I'm good there. It was Peepers Creepers again. Oh, and this is an interesting concept for a comic book page. Wolverine tearing up the page as he's in it. He ain't much of a fourth wall breaker, but dude, that is a clever thing to do. They should have done that with Deadpool. How come Marvel had never thought about doing that with Deadpool? That would have been a crazy idea to do it with Deadpool. On this little concept art for it too. Ruse and Cammy just fighting like how they are. What is going on with Cammy, by the way? Her body's all sorts of contorted. Is it Peepers? It is. You know what? Lock it. One more game with Peepers, and I think I might call it there because we definitely have been looking at art for a hot minute.
Select your heroes.
Alright, let's do this. Ryu, Ken, and Akuma? Are you serious?
Get ready to kick butt.
Oh shit. Shit. Oh shit. Fuck. Aw, you grabbing bitch. Oh, you bitch. Oh, I almost had his ass. Oh, you bitch, right? You bitch. Round two, let's go. Round two. I'm down for round two. Let's go. Round two. Let's go. Let's do this.
Get ready to kick butt.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Alright. Shit. Ah, fuck. Oh shit. Ah, you bitch. Oh, I almost had him with that one. Oh boy. I didn't mean to do that, but I'm glad I did. Oh, you bitch. Oh man, that that was kind of funny though.
I almost had a heart attack there.
I bet you did, announcer. All right, one more. I'm definitely gonna have to call it there from me.
Select your hero. Select your assist type. Select your assist type.
All right, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this.
The battle for survival begins. Engage.
Ah, fuck. Oh no. Oh, I tried to do a special, but it didn't work. Oh, you son of a bitch, Akuma. Ah. Damn. Well, GG's peepers. I'm definitely gonna have to call that for me, peepers, if you don't mind. I think that might, yeah, no. That the peepers, it was fun, but I am done for the day. You have a good one out there, my friend, whoever you may be. Nonetheless, that was nice. May for the most part been a bit chill, but I think it's kind of nice to just have it be chill for a little bit, you know? It's not always gonna be great, but I mean, hey, it's whatever, you know? Sorry, brain kind of farted for a minute. I think... in terms of the fact that we've been looking at a lot of the other games, how about we can actually steer away from mvc2 for a minute and actually listen to a lot of the music that is from some of the other games. Damn, this is spewing classic arcade music, huh? I don't know. I know for a fact that this is definitely going to take a lot of the brain cells for a lot of people who played this, so... Anybody wondering why I did that? It's just because of the fact that I know that a lot of people who grew up.
New follower.
Oh. Hello, man. Thank you for the follow. I do deeply appreciate it. Welcome aboard. I hope you're having yourself a good morning, day, night, evening, whatever time zone you are in, my friend. Hope it is a good one whenever it may be. If you're wondering who I am Star MBH. I am a monster bounty hunter, and I search. Sorry, let me restart for a second there. If you're wondering who I am Star MBH. I am a monster bounty hunting VTuber, meaning I will go out and find some monsters that you do not wish to hunt for yourself, if you do not have the ability to or the necessary want to. Yeah. My only purpose, though, for whenever I'm not hunting monsters, is to hopefully put a smile on your face, and I hope I did that exactly for not only you, but for everybody else that is here. Hey to you. I do believe, right now, though, I am going to call it here for me because, holy... It is extremely early in the morning, and I kind of wish to hop away and do a lot of other stuff at the moment, if y'all don't mind. I do kind of wish to go on for a little bit longer, but I, as I said, have a lot of other stuff that I wish to get to. And also, there is another stream that we will be having later tonight where we will not be playing MVC, but we will actually be playing, hopefully, the rest of Dead Space tonight. Which we will see as time flies. So yeah. Yeah, thank you again there, Mon, for the follow. I do deeply appreciate it. But anywho, as usual, whenever we do end the stream, we always raid out to somebody random. So for anybody that wants to participate in the raid, I have a raid message that we're gonna put it. Then I'm gonna put in the chat. Hold on. Boom. All right, and then a little bit of bing bang bong, and then all right. So to anybody that wants to participate in the chat, feel free to copy paste the message that I just put in there into the chat. And if you do not have the emails, feel free to either A, use your own, or B, some others that you like to use. Now, in terms of who we're going to raid out, I don't know, but I already see somebody in my recommended that we could possibly go ahead and raid out to, because why not? They don't seem to have a lot of viewers at the moment, so why not? Go ahead and bring their viewers up a little bit, because we can. Alright. The name is Claude Everproud, I think that the name is. I think that's how you pronounce it. Hold on, give me 1 second. Claude. There they are. They're currently doing an art stream, so it wouldn't hurt to send it on over to them, shall we? Alright. Ring and bam. Alright. But yeah. This was a lot of fun. It was actually nice to actually steer away from art for a minute. From the usual morning streams. Because usually we do a lot of arts on in the mornings for our streams. But today was actually kind of nice being able to stir it up a little bit and actually try some games. It was nice. It was fun. It's very calming in a sort of way saying. Not necessarily calming, but I mean, it was definitely something to say. But yeah. Either way though, I do deeply appreciate all of y'all for stopping by as per usual. And having fun in the mornings with me. It always does mean a lot. And I do gotta always say thank you again to everybody who's joined me since the beginning of the stream. I really do deeply appreciate it. And for those that stopped by to either say hi and or look for a bit, I appreciate all of y'all as well. It means a lot you take some time to see this dumbass who smiles on your screen for no reason whatsoever. But yeah, I'm gonna leave with all that said and done though. Thank you again. Take care. And I'm Star. Signing off for now. See y'all again tonight when we play some Dead Space.